Hey guys, Future Mexican here. Now, I'd like to start off by saying that I realized that in episode 2 was going to be extremely short. Not to mention, I really didn't do much in this episode, and it kind of left me with a little bit of unfulfillment, as one would say. And I decided to combine episode 2 and episode 3. In the middle of me recording episode 3, I realized that I am doing a lot more than I did in the previous one, which led me to the decision. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Hola, ¿qué tal, mis amigos? And welcome back to another video on my hardcore Ironman series. Where we last left off, we leveled up our combat skills to level 5, our range to 4, prayer to 4 as well, magic to level 2, and our hit points are 12 and our woodcutting is at 15. In this episode, I couldn't sleep because it was my birthday, and it is 12:26, so almost half an hour after I became 26, which is absolutely crazy to think. I'm almost close to 30, and that is trippy. So real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna cook these raw chicken. Hell yeah, we made it to level 3 fire making. So I told my friend that if I do end up hopping on, I wouldn't go too high to where he wouldn't be able to catch up, because it was kind of unfair because we started this together. But essentially, I'm going to be leveling up my combat stats to probably 10 or 15, potentially leveling up our hit points in the process, as well as our range, probably get it close to I want to say 10. Nothing too crazy. We're kind of lacking on arrows too. We do have decent amount of GP. So we're gonna go and train our stats, and yep, we'll head on over there. So many bots here. It's insane. So many freaking bots. There's so many people here, so we're gonna switch worlds real quick. Our goal is to just level up our skills a little bit. It's going to be a very tedious journey early on, but right now, after I level up my combat, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on some other skills. I told my friend that we will be doing quests together so that we can start improving our gear and our weaponry. My biggest fear is dying early on, because that would be very embarrassing if I die early on. And once again, I got a freaking hammer. The amount of hammers I got in the first episode was just insane. I don't need them, and no store would even give me 1 GP for it. So I don't even know if I need it or I should keep it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that. However, I will be taking these coins and the bones, which will help me with prayer. We got some water runes, which is great, which is amazing, which will benefit us with our magic later on. I do potentially want to have a magic build, but that's going to be later on. A lot of things are going to be later on, so that's going to be fun. So I'll get back to you once I max out all of my, primarily my 3 combat stats, my defense, strength, and attack to level, I'll say 15. I'll see you guys when I level my stats up to 15. Man, I completely forgot how time consuming leveling up your combat is early on. I had to run back to the bank here in the Lumbridge Castle because I, believe it or not, wasn't paying attention to my health, and I was brought down to 4. I was just going on a killing spree, killing all these goblins, and I was not about to die. But yeah, right now we are at combat level 8 for attack, and I'm gonna stop at 10 and then switch over to strength, and then level that up to 10, do the same thing for defense, and then from there I will just alternate to where all of them are at 15. I'm also getting pretty decent prayer XP for the time being, while I do collect the bones from the goblins. Oh, that was somebody casting a spell over there. But yeah, so I'm trying to get some levels in prayer as well, which, you know, two birds, one stone. Alrighty, so we got close to level 10, but we also leveled up our hit points to level 13, which is great. Now we have more health. We also got ourselves a bronze shield, which we can get 28 for it, which is, like I said, GP. You know, beggars can't be choosers, but yeah, back to the grind. We're actually almost halfway to level 10, which is actually really insane, because I think we started when the timer right here was at 9 minutes, and it's almost been 15 minutes, so it's been a while. We also have been collecting decent amount of GP, not really decent honestly, but you know, having GP early on will help us, you know, buy stuff later on that we need. My goal is to get myself a scimitar, that way, you know, I have that like set for my melee. And our prayers actually, ooh, I'm actually about to be level 6 prayer, which is gnarly. Once again, we also got another bronze square shield, which that's another 28 GE, and hey, goodbye. And yeah, we got ourselves, pretty much we got ourselves 36 GE right there, or GP from there, and then we also got on top the GP that we got from the other goblins that we killed earlier on. But yeah, we're almost at level 10, which it's crazy to say. um I'm not really looking forward to training range, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. And we are now level 10 attack, so now let's focus on strength. So we finally leveled up our strength to 10, and our combat level is 12, so we're making progress little by little, which is good. And we've actually gotten we got more water and body runes, and we also got some earth runes, which is good for magic. And I also got a goblin chainmail, or goblin mail, which is good. I also finally got 120 coins, which is good. And I also got 2 chef's hat, which to me it's useless because I can't sell it to the GE, but I mean, it's nice to have. I think I have more in my bank. So, and also we leveled up our prayer to level 7, which now gives us clarity of thought, which is actually really good that we're getting some of our prayers going on. And then yeah, so we got a ways to go, but lastly we're going to train our defense. And we are probably what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna fish a little bit more too, that way I have more food and I can, you know, just have food just to have it. And then also work on my fire making a little bit, because eventually, like I was telling my friend, is once we make our accounts into a member via bonds, then our first, you know, destination afterwards is going to be Wintertot, so we could get some good XP there. So that is what we are planning on doing for, you know, post series, I guess. A little bit of content for the near future, but we'll just see how long this takes. I just like how while I'm killing one of these goblins, a group of them will just swarm around me, just watch me kill their kin. Oh, hell yeah, we got ourselves some more body runes, which is great. We also leveled up our prayer to 8, and our defense is just 2 away from, right, 1 away from becoming level 9, and then 1 level away after this hit. There we go, 1 level away from becoming level 10, and then we'll stop there. And then I was thinking to myself, I might as well knock out 1 quest, and I think what I'm gonna do, since I'm in the area, I might just knock out the most simplest quest, which is Cook's Assistance. I don't remember if we get coins from it, but you know, XP is XP nonetheless. And we finally made it to level 10 defense. Oh man, that took almost an hour, and I did not mean to hit you. I meant to pick up the bones, but I misclicked. But yeah, so we'll just might as well finish off this goblin and then collect the bones, place it down, and then we'll bank everything, and then we'll get started on Cook's Assistance. It's just absolutely crazy how long like the grinding session is in this game, which deters a lot of players, especially ones who honestly haven't experienced an MMO like I have. I'm not saying I played a lot of MMOs, but I had my fair shares of it. I played WoW, I played Dragon Nest back when it was popular. That was actually my very first MMO that I legitimately played, and I absolutely loved it. I'm kind of upset that it it died out like pretty badly and we just ran out of stamina. Agility is gonna be the main pain in the ass because holy cow, that is a lot of that's a lot of stuff. So we're just gonna go get the egg real quick, and next up is the bucket of milk. I think the bucket is over here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. There should be a bucket somewhere. No, I guess we're gonna have to go get our bucket. Ooh, is that a mine rune I see? Hold on, let me go back down. Hold on, can I pick it up? I can. Let's go. We got ourselves a mine rune. I just love the beginning grind, you know, just something to kick back, relax, just AFK while, for me, I do my homework in the background, or I'll do my homework and then in the background I will be, you know, grinding, you know, something. But when I'm already like kind of like ways into the game, it's kind of hard for me to like pick up where I left off, you know? So like in this case, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be training my combat to level 15, for example. I know what I'm doing. If I take a break for like a few days, come back and be like, oh, I remember, you know? So I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to write down notes every single time that I do something, and if I don't finish it, write it down, and then that way when I hop back on, I can look at my notes and be like, oh, okay, that's what I was doing. Perfect. Now on our way to get some flour, which is all the way over here. I just realized I'm gonna teleport real quick. I just realized I'm doing the quest and I haven't even started the quest. Oh god. But we do have majority of the stuff that we need, so it kind of speeds up the process. Oh, we need a pot. Man, I thought they gave us a pot. All right, filling up the hopper. Oh yeah, there's already a grain in there, so let's operate it. And we finally have everything that we need to complete the cook's assistance, which honestly I should have done this from the get-go, but I was mainly focusing on my combat abilities to be pretty decent, because I do want to venture into the stronghold, see if I can hold my own there. Once I think I'll probably wait till I get to like level 20 combat and then take on the stronghold, or at least the first floor, like finding the minotaurs and the wolves, just so I can get some clue scrolls and, you know, some XP and some decent drops. Finally, we got ourselves our first quest point, when we also got 300 cooking XP. So that'll probably put us, yep, that put us at level 11 cooking. And then while we're here, I'm also going to grab my clue scroll. Alrighty, so now we're on our way to the general shop here so that we can purchase our spade and our cake tin for future use. All right, we're going to read this. Talk to Charlie, the tramp, and Varrock. Alrighty, so we're heading over to Varrock. He needs a piece of iron. You serious? Oh, he needs a piece of iron ore. Oh god, I don't think I can get iron ore, can I? Level 15. So I guess we are going to be doing some mining, because we do have to give him an iron ore so that we can complete the clue scroll. Oh god, this is going to be so long of a process. So here we are at the dwarven mine, and we are going to be here for probably another hour and another hour or two. So we're just gonna make it to mining level 15. So I'm looking here at the equipment, and I'm thinking about selling my bronze pickaxe and then getting myself an iron pick. And obviously, I think that, yeah, the highest we can get is a gilded pickaxe at level 41. So I'm thinking that might be our best bet to aim for. But Yeah, so right now we almost have a full invent, almost, not quite, but we almost have a full invent of tin ore and copper ore, which then we can actually smelt and make some plated armor and level up our smithing, and we'd be able to make some money off of it. Alrighty, finally we made it here to the bank, but I noticed that there's a pair of leather gloves on the floor. Our hands are kind of cold, so I thought, take the gloves, wear the gloves. Alrighty, moment of truth. 140 exactly. Finally we got ourselves a iron pickaxe, which is great. Now begins the annoying journey of hopping worlds to sell a bronze pickaxe. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we ended up teleporting back to Lumbridge because we were world hopping so much, and every time, you know, the stock level of an iron ore kept going down, it still wasn't enough. We ended up finding one world that had absolutely zero amount of iron ore. So I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just level up my mining to 15 so I can mine iron ore. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching the video, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Feel free to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Click on the bell notifications to be alerted when I upload. I'm gonna be trying to make this kind of a consistent thing to where I post every other week, if not every week, maybe one video a week or one video every other week. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, take it easy, everyone. Bye bye. Hola, ¿qué tal, mis amigos? And welcome back to another video on this channel. So where we last left off, we were grinding out some of our skills, but I felt like I really didn't do much. So I don't know if I wanted to make this episode a continuation of the previous episode because I really didn't do much. Skill levels are still the same. However, this episode is going to be a little bit more productive. So my friend has actually been very busy. He said he was going to be on, and then he ended up saying like, oh, by the way, I did these quests. So we're going to be doing a little bit of questing as well as leveling up a little bit of our other skills. So the quests that we're going to be doing in no particular order are going to be Cook's Assistance, which I think we already did. If we take a look at the, yeah, we already did Cook's Assistance. We're going to do the Restless Ghost and Rune Mysteries. I completely forgot that when you first log in, they ask for your bank code, and I completely forgot it, how to remember it real quick. I think the Restless Ghost is the one that we should hit up because it's the one that's, yeah, Lumbridge. All right, so we're gonna head over to begin the quest. All right, let's go talk to Father Eric. Alrighty, and now we're on our way to the swamp after speaking to him. It's funny because in RS3, I actually like this quest here. It's actually my go-to every time I start a new account, and that is because it gets us quite a bit of combat XP. I really hate the fact that we can't train our agility. I kind of wish that at least for the free to play we could train it to like a certain extent, and it's a cutoff. Like I know with RS3 Necromancy you can train as a free to play up until I think level 20, and then from there you're kind of like capped at that level. So I feel like they should have done that with agility at least. All right, time to talk to the Restless Ghost. All right, now we are off to collect the skull of pretty much the headless corpse. So after what appeared to be walking for a long period of time, we finally made it here, and we're just gonna quickly grab and dash. So we're gonna figure out which way. Through this door. All right, and time to go. Time to get out of here. Normally I would stay and fight and get some XP, but I'm not about to fight him. And the walk to the Restless Ghost continues. And there he goes. Off into the abyss. And there's our prayer XP, which is now level 13, which is great. Now we can use some of our prayers, but obviously our goal is to maximize everything as much as we can. And here we go, back to the wizard tower just so we can essentially be able to runecraft, which will be beneficial for us, especially since my goal is to build my character off of magic. Obviously, I'm going to be focusing more on my other combats as well, but primarily I'm going to be maining, I guess you can say, magic. So I gotta beef up my magic real quick. So I came all the way over here to the wizard tower only to realize in order for me to activate said quest, I have to speak to Duke Horatio. So we are teleporting back to Lumbridge just to do the whole journey to the wizard tower again. All right, time to begin this quest. All right, so we just got the talisman and we are going to be embarking on the journey again to the wizard tower for the third time. Finally, we made it to the Archmage Cedrador, and now we're off to Varrock. Finally, we finished the Rune Mystery. We got ourselves our air talisman where we can teleport to do some rune crafting, which is great. Exactly what we wanted to get started on. Leather boots. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, look at us looking all fancy now. Alrighty, so real quick, we're heading to this bank here while our running replenish, and we're going to deposit all these things. And we are going to be getting ourselves our pickaxe, which we're going to drop all of it here. Collect our pickaxe because we are going to be, I'm going to take a hammer anyways. We are going to be mining, which is going to be fun. Totally fun. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was being very sarcastic. So my goal is to just get my mining level to where I can start mining iron, and then afterwards I will be creating armor and sell it to the general store, and hopefully to get some GP out of it, you know, and any GP counts towards bonds. So I accidentally misclicked and I hit one of the drawers. Didn't mean to, but hey, now we got 10 coins on top of getting a little bit more XP for prayer, which is good, which is what we wanted. Ooh, we just got ourselves an uncut sapphire, which is good. We can potentially make that into a necklace later down the line. Alrighty, after a brief moment to use the restroom, and I ended up falling asleep. So let's head back and continue what we were doing. I can finally mine iron. It's about time now I get to knock out that clue scroll, but I'm gonna get a full invent of copper and copper and tin so that I can finish melting it. When I get to the last bit, it's all gonna be tin, so I can smelt the rest of the copper I have in my inventory and at the bank. All right, and we're gonna make our way back to the furnace so we can smelt all this as well as the ones in our bank, and then I'm going to do the clue scroll, get myself the hopefully something good with the clue scroll. I've never completed one in old school, but let's see if we could get some good stuff from the clue scroll. Alrighty, we got ourselves our clue scroll, and we also got our spade just in case we have to do a little bit of digging, because I know with some of the clue scrolls you do have to end up digging. So we're gonna go mine ourselves our iron ore, head to Varrock, talk to Charlie the Tramp, and potentially get some good loot from here. Alrighty, we just obtained the casket, moment of truth, and okay, it could be better. I mean, we got better arrows, and we got a better axe, and we got some chaos runes. That's, I mean, for my first yeah, it's worth 926 coins, which isn't bad. I mean, now I get to get rid of my regular axe, which is good. I was kind of hoping for some armor, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Before I wasted all the bronze I have, we're gonna head over see how much they're actually worth, and then we'll just full send it. Let's see, value 15 coins. Let's go. Okay, you know what? That's not a bad trade. I can't sell the scimitar there, but we got ourselves 255 GP, which is great. So all that gave us 364, which isn't bad, but I feel like once we start doing that for like iron weapons and armor and whatnot, we'd be able to essentially double what we made. Oh, that puts us exactly over 1500, which isn't bad. Not bad at all. We are gonna attempt something. So my friend said that it is possible to grind a little bit of combat at the first floor of the stronghold over by the barbarian village. So we're gonna see if that's true. Okay, so it is possible to at least grind the first level. Oh, look at that, we got coins. All right, let's see how much we can make off these. Okay, so after a little bit of grinding some combat, we managed to level up our attack or strength to 12, as well as our attack, I think, to 11. And we also managed to level up our prayer to 14, as well as, I believe, yeah, get a total of 47 coins and a chaos rune and goblet mail for our quest for goblin diplomacies. But that now puts us at 1600, which is great. We are also going to be upgrading our weapons on stream as well. All in all, we did pretty good.